Yellowstone's deep past. We just found evidence of ancient eruptions. Imagine the earth rumbling beneath your feet, a deep growl that shakes your very core. The air grows thick with ash, and the familiar blue sky turns a sickly yellow. You look up and see a towering cloud of smoke billowing into the atmosphere, reaching for the heavens like the breath of some slumbering giant. Around you, chaos reigns. Rivers of molten rock, hot enough to melt stone, wind their way through the landscape, reshaping the terrain as they go. Trees ignite, their fiery demise painting the ground below in hues of orange and red, and then, just as suddenly as it began, the eruption ends, leaving behind a scarred and smoking landscape forever changed by the fury it has just unleashed. You may think this terrifying scenario is the stuff of fantasy, perhaps something you've witnessed only in the pages of a thrilling novel or the frames of a disaster movie. But believe it or not, this dramatic spectacle is part of Yellowstone's real history. And we've just uncovered new evidence of its ancient eruptions. This is fascinating news, and it has scientists both excited and concerned. Let's delve into what these recent discoveries tell us about Yellowstone's past and what implications it might have for its future. Yellowstone National Park, a place synonymous with natural wonder. It's renowned for its majestic geysers, its abundant wildlife, and its serene lakes. But beneath this veneer of tranquility lies a supervolcano, a sleeping giant capable of eruptions so massive they could reshape not just the landscape, but global climates. Recent findings published in the journal Quaternary Science Reviews have shed light on the frequency and scale of prehistoric eruptions at Yellowstone, providing an alarmingly clear picture of the park's volatile past. The study revealed that far from being a dormant giant, Yellowstone has been much more active than previously thought, with larger and more frequent eruptions than recorded in previous geological timetables. These eruptions, some of which occurred nearly twice as often as previously believed, pose a stark reminder of the raw natural forces that continue to shape our planet. Let's take a journey back in time, a journey to understand the magnitude of Yellowstone's prehistoric eruptions. Imagine standing before a vast caldera, a gaping wound in the earth measuring roughly 43 by 28 miles. This colossal depression is all that remains of an immense supervolcano, a silent testament to eruptions of unparalleled force. The largest of these ancient eruptions is estimated to have occurred around 640,000 years ago. It was during this cataclysmic event that an astonishing 2,400 cubic kilometers of ash and rock were hurled into the air, blanketing vast swathes of North America in a suffocating cloud. To put this into perspective, it would be as if someone were to stack up 240 billion 18-wheelers, each brimming to the brim with material, and then drop them all from a small plane. The sheer scale of this eruption is truly mind-boggling. But even in the grand scheme of things, this wasn't an isolated incident. Between 600,000 years ago, Yellowstone unleashed a staggering 17 super-eruptions. That's an average of one major eruption every 80,000 years. But the findings of the recent study suggest that these timeframes might be way off the mark. Scientists now believe that these 17 super-eruptions might have occurred 2 to 3 times faster than previously thought, suggesting that Yellowstone's eruptive cycle could be much shorter than anticipated. What's more, the researchers estimate that there's a 1 in 6 chance of a super-eruption occurring within the next 1,000 years. While this might seem like a small probability, when dealing with natural disasters of this scale, odds are of little consolation. In fact, some experts even believe that such an eruption might be overdue. After all, Yellowstone's last major eruption happened around 640,000 years ago, which according to the older estimates would fall right around the expected time frame for another super-eruption. To understand the potential impact of such an eruption, just consider the most recent historical eruption of Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines. While nowhere near the scale of a Yellowstone super-eruption, Mount Pinatubo's 1991 eruption caused over 700 deaths and billions of dollars in damages. And that was just the direct result. The eruption also injected 2 million tons of sulfur dioxide into the stratosphere, leading to global temperature drops for the next 2 years. Now imagine the impact of a supervolcano like Yellowstone unleashing its full force. It's a sobering thought that underscores the need for ongoing research and monitoring of this geological behemoth. Now, you might be wondering why it's taken us so long to uncover these crucial insights into Yellowstone's history. Well, the answer lies in the very nature of the beast. You see, the dating methods commonly used to analyze geological formations don't work so well on deposits from recent ice ages. Traditional radiocarbon dating, for instance, relies on the decay of radioactive isotopes, such as carbon-14. But this method isn't reliable for deposits younger than around 50,000 years old. For anything more recent, scientists typically use something called tephrochronology. This technique examines the chemical fingerprints left by past eruptions, comparing them to materials from dated events to establish an age range. However, when dealing with a site as geologically rich as Yellowstone, where multiple eruptions have left similar fingerprints, this approach becomes tricky. It was this challenge that spurred the team behind the recent study to explore a different avenue altogether, one that delved into the very core of Yellowstone's history. Using a high-powered electron microscope and a technique known as backscattered electron imaging, the researchers analyzed tiny mineral crystals embedded in ancient sediments. By studying the growth rings inside these crystals, much like one might examine the growth rings of a tree to determine its age, they were able to gain unprecedented insights into Yellowstone's past. One of the key findings of the study was the revelation that some of Yellowstone's most significant eruptions were much more recent than previously believed. For example, an eruption that had been thought to have occurred around 120,000 years ago was found to be approximately 10,000 years younger than previously estimated. What's more, the researchers discovered evidence of several previously unknown eruptions, including one that took place just 5,500 years ago. This finding alone significantly challenges the existing understanding of Yellowstone's eruptive cycle and raises questions about the accuracy of previous geological timelines. But the implications of this research extend far beyond the mere updating of timetables. By shedding light on the frequency and magnitude of past eruptions, this study provides a clearer picture of the potential risks posed by Yellowstone. It paints a stark picture of a volcano that is far from dormant and serves as a reminder of the destructive power that lies beneath our feet. As we continue to probe deeper into Yellowstone's history, we're not just uncovering ancient secrets, we're also gaining crucial knowledge about our planet's dynamic systems. Every new discovery adds another layer to the complex tapestry of Earth's history, helping us understand the forces that have shaped our world. And yet, for all the knowledge we've gained, there's still much we don't know. Questions remain about the exact timing and intensity of future eruptions. And while scientists work tirelessly to unlock these secrets, the rest of us can only wait and hope that the mighty Yellowstone remains as majestic and awe-inspiring as it is dangerous. We're just scratching the surface of what this incredible supervolcano has to teach us. And who knows what other secrets it might reveal in the years to come. Perhaps we'll discover even more ancient eruptions, each telling a unique tale of our planet's fiery past. Or maybe we'll find evidence of a calming lull before the next big eruption. Whatever the future holds, one thing is certain: Yellowstone will continue to fascinate and intrigue us for generations to come. In the meantime, let's continue to explore, learn, and marvel at the incredible natural wonders that surround us. Who knows? You might just stumble upon the next big discovery yourself. What do you think? Were you surprised by the recent findings at Yellowstone National Park? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Also, please don't forget to support us by liking and sharing this video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.